Hi, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of IPL Titbits Gully Cricket. So, Shash, we spoke about how Rohit could come into form and help the Indian team, but it was actually another key player, the lead pacer, Bumrah, who got his T20 best figures last night. So, Shash, how
Hmm.
do you rate this spell?
Well, I think it was a much needed one for Jasprit because he's been struggling. Everyone knows that he's not been amongst the wickets, and I think him not getting enough support he's been able to contain, but he's not been amongst the wickets. So I guess that is where Mumbai have actually faltered. Uh, so that's hence the results that you're seeing. But again, it was a brilliant spell yesterday, considering that KKR were looking at a total in excess of 180, but his spell was the difference which got them to a score where Mumbai thought that they had a good chance of winning. It was a very hostile spell, I would say, where he got the batsman out with bowling short of a length deliveries. Like the one to Andre Russell was again not in his comfort zone, and the ball to Nitish Rana as well. He was making the batsman hop and jump, so which you don't generally associate with Indian pacers. But I think the pitch also was helping him, and he made proper use of the conditions. Yeah, it was great to see him back against the wickets, and hopefully this will continue and give him more confidence to bowl like that.
All right. Like you mentioned, KKR was cruising towards 180, but they got to 165 on a pitch where the average winning score is 189. So, at that point, did you feel like it was enough?
Yeah, that's what I felt. They were easily 20 to 25 runs short, especially with the at the position that they were in at the end of 13 overs. It was a capitulation, is what I would like to say. Because at 120 for three at the end of 13 overs, you would expect a team to easily get to 180. In this day and age. But yeah, the bowling, obviously Bumrah stepped up at the right time, and I think he ended up getting what, three wickets in the span of two overs.
Hmm.
So I guess that broke the back of the KKR team, and there were just no way to come back. Rinku Singh was left wandering because he had no support. If there was someone else along with him, then maybe they could have got to a 180 plus target. But yeah, credit to Mumbai, or like let's say to the man, for making the damage and then restricting them.
All right. So now KKR started with five changes. And there was a time when SRK told Gambhir that he would be angry if someone thought him acting. So he'll not teach
Hmm.
anything about cricket. But
Hmm.
yesterday, Shreyas mentioned that the CEOs do have a role in selecting the playing 11. Now, don't you think it hampers the team's performance when someone from a non-cricketing field chooses the 11?
Well, it is a tricky thing, because I think it is better left to the people who have the expertise to take such calls. Because I understand the point of view the CEO is coming from. He can say that I've made this team, I've invested money in this, and I want to have a say. But then, how right or how appropriate is that is the question. Now, what we saw yesterday was like the first choice team which KKR had. They sort of went back to Rahane and Venkatesh Iyer as the opening pair, and it clicked for them. Maybe it was a change in approach, or the roles were clearly defined that this is what this person has to do. And even they went back to Pat Cummins as well. And I mean, everything sort of clicked for them because Cummins also bowled a hostile spell. I think his over, where he took three wickets, sealed the game for KKR. Again, it was very similar to Bumrah's spell, where he was hitting the deck and he was making life uncomfortable for the batsman. So, I mean, it was a great exhibition of fast bowling. I would say I particularly enjoyed it being a fast bowler myself,
Mhm.
to see batsmen, struggling against pace and bounce. So, yeah. Uh, yeah, coming back to the question, I would say, I would ideally not find it, someone from the non-cricketing background meddling with the affairs in respect to the team selection. They can give their suggestions, no doubt, that they would probably check out this player or the other. But deciding the playing 11, the CEO having the say, then what role the captain has or the coach has, that question arises then.
All right. So, like you mentioned, Pat Cummins did a good job with the ball, but it was Bumrah who got five wickets and he conceded only 10 that got the man of the match.
Correct.
And rightfully, we had around 6, 7 entries for Bumrah, and I have the names on the spin wheel. So, here it is. Yes. Is it too far?
Yeah,
Can you read it?
yeah, yeah. Oh God, my friend misses again.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell him, man.
But just keep
This
trying.
week, yeah, because I'll get another message today telling that boss had predicted. Every time he's missing by an inch. Huh?
Haha.
So this wheel definitely doesn't like him, is what I've realized.
Okay.
Yeah. So congratulations, by the way, to Dai Prabhu. I think he's won it a few times, right? If I'm not wrong.
I think more than 4 times now.
Yeah. So this wheel has a propensity to look at or like be biased towards people who are winning. So I guess we have to look at other methods then if this keeps happening. Yeah.
Right. Mhm. Okay, so that was from yesterday's contest. Now, Shash, yesterday was a clash of bottom two, and today we have a clash of table toppers. And the last time these two met, we did not know anything about these two teams, how they're gonna fare in the tournament. But now
Yeah.
both of them have occupied the top two spots, and the winner tonight will be the first team to like secure a spot in the playoffs. So one team has Rahul and Decock on one side, and this Hardik Miller on the other. So can we expect a lot of fireworks tonight?
Oh, definitely. I mean, who would have thought that the two new teams would be the probably the first ones to qualify for the playoffs? I mean, everyone would have had their doubts because you don't know. You have new captains, you have new set of teams, and I would say the management has done a brilliant job in both the sides. I mean, I would say Rahul has been very smart in getting his playing 11 right. I think LSG have been quite tactical in getting players who are multi-utility is what I would like to say. Someone like Deepak Huda, he can give you a few overs. He's a brilliant fielder. He's been doing very well with the bat. Krunal Pandya, again, a similar kind of player, who can bat in the middle order, provides you that left-hand option as well. Then you have one of the best all-rounders in Jason Holder, right? Coming lower down the order to hit those big ones. And you have a young talent in Ayush Badoni, who's done well in the like starting end of the IPL, but yeah, again, someone to look for in the future. And I'm highly impressed with Mohsin Khan. I always feel like I need to see more of this guy because I feel is something different. It sort of reminds me of Irfan Khan of Pakistan, who was this tall bowler. He somewhat reminds me of that because of the length that he bowls and the bounce that he extracts. But I just hope he has a better fate than him, is what I would say. Yeah. So these are some of the encouraging signs. And coming back to Gujarat Titans, I would say, I mean, we've never seen Hardik as a captain, right? So you can say that he has definitely excelled as a leader. He stepped up with a bat in a few games and got them over the line, played crucial knocks. And I think they've sort of again got their batting and bowling, combinations right, I would say. They have a very I mean, getting Rashid Khan from SRH was a absolute steal, I would say. Then you have the likes of Lockie, who's a genuine quick bowler. Then the ever accurate Mohammad Shami in the team as well. So there's a lot of variety. And then coming back to the batting, Shubman Gill is someone I feel will play a lot for India in the future. Uh, Extremely pleasing to the eye to watch as a batsman. Then again, you have someone like Tivatia, who's like taken the finisher role like a fish to a water. So I would say there's like a lot of exciting battles that we might end up watching tonight.
Yeah. So let's talk about the two key batters that I have about the ever accurate Shami that you mentioned and the steel deal from SRH. So
Yeah.
this matchup is very interesting and it exposes both the LSG openers' weaknesses. Now, KL Rahul has been dismissed thrice in 5 innings by Rashid Khan, and exactly same stat for Decock. He's been dismissed thrice in 5 innings by Shami. Now, one of them has to stay for LSG to get a huge total. So, who do you think it is?
Uh, LSU would ideally want both of them to stay in the power play so that then they can create havoc, after that as well. But I think it would be interesting to see if the pitch offers something in the initial overs. And I think Shami will be quite a handful, with his seam movement and his accuracy. If he is able to knock one of them or if he knocks both of them, then I think Gujarat have a clear advantage. If there's not much, then will they bring Rashid in the power play is something that is to be seen, considering the matchups that you mentioned. So these are some interesting things that we got to look out for, is what I would say.
Now, after all this, it's very difficult to pick a winner, Shash, because you mentioned the matches, and then both the
Correct.
teams have been undefeated in Pune, and
Mm,
LSG have won a lot of matches defending, but Gujarat have won a lot of games chasing. But
chasing.
I think Gujarat have been riding high on luck, and so LSG might have an upper end. But who do you think has it today?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, I'm hoping for it to be a cracker of a contest, like two evenly matched teams, new teams, playing really well and setting the stage. Uh, if I just go by the facts that you said, if in any if the toss matters, then I would say maybe the team that has won the most times chasing, or the one that has defended, might have the slight upper edge, considering that they know what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. So I would say in this battle of the equals, maybe the toss might have a role, and I don't think there's much dew that we are seeing now in most of the
Yeah,
stadiums,
no.
which is a very good thing, so that it evens out the contest for both the teams. So yeah, I mean, I honestly cannot decide. Maybe after the toss, I might have an idea.
All right, but one thing is sure, we can expect a firecracker of a game tonight. So with that, we move on to the man of the match contest. The winner has been declared somewhere in the middle of the video. And
Yeah.
to all the remaining viewers, we do have a contest tonight as well. So all you have to do is predict the man of the match, and your time till the first ball of second innings is bowled. So leave your comments here and enjoy a good game of cricket, and do share and subscribe our video. Cheers.